Howdy folks, Tetsu here, down at lower tiers where the power's low, but the battles are fierce. And today I'll be continuing my self-proclaimed quest to archive all the battles during the first 7U tournament, which thereby I hope to bring light to the tier and possibly help it grow. So join me as we head down to the LB and observe those who've gained an elimination in the first 2 rounds. Our combatants this time will be VTMagno versus Yarrow 48. VTMagno lost to CDIJK 16 during round 2, while Yarrow 48 missed their match from round 1. With an elimination each, they now battle it out to see who gets the boot. Either way, their skill shall be witnessed here today by both myself and you, the viewer. If you happen to enjoy the video, I humbly request you click that like button. Also subscribe and click that bell if you want to be notified for later uploads. Working together, we can bring more attention to this fascinating metagame. With all that said, let's begin. Alright, match 5, game 1. Let's play lead metagame. Hitmonchan coming from Yaru and Beedrill coming from VTMagno? Okay. Both players switch to Rhyhorn and Ivysaur respectively, and Ivysaur goes down to a Razor Leaf. Pretty predictable. Charmeleon goes for a Swords Dance as Kabuto is switched in. Surf is tanked by Ivysaur from Yarrow, with Ivysaur being immune to Leech Seed. Sleep Powder going down. Yarrow's Ivysaur is the first to be slept. Charmeleon being switched into VTMagno as Ivysaur wakes up. Clefairy from Yarrow coming in, and it is trapped in a Fire Spin. So far, we've seen some pretty interesting teams at this point, especially lead Beedrill. Ivysaur coming in as it tanks a Thunder Wave, preventing it from being put to sleep. But Blizzard goes in. Clefairy now put to sleep as Ivysaur switched out. And once again, one turn wake up for Yarrow. Gosh dang it, Meowth is Thunder Waved. Seismic Toss going. Slash coming in. And Clefairy goes down. Yarrow's Meowth goes in. And VTMagno's is a 1%, but it doesn't matter because it's paralyzed. And Slash takes it down. VTMagno brings in their Charmeleon. Goes in for the counter. Does 1% damage. And Toxic is put onto the Kabuto from Charmeleon? Huh. Ivysaur's going to be switched in after a Blizzard miss from Kabuto. Sleep Powder winds up connecting to Ivysaur, but is paralyzed for VTMagno, and Ivysaur is once again put to sleep. VTMagno switching to Charmeleon in order to deal some damage. Slash goes in. Do we see a counter? Flamethrower to reset. Slash does go from Yarrow 48, and Slash takes out Charmeleon. Yarrow sends in their Meowth. Brings Charmeleon down to 20%. Counter takes Meowth down to 3% as VTMagno's Charmeleon goes down. Beedrill switched in now. Tanks a Slash. Twin Needle taking out Meowth. And Ivysaur, who is asleep, is on 5% due to Twin Needle. I'm surprised. Oh, there they go. The Swords Dance. Will they go for an agility? No, they do not. Which, I don't know. Is Beedrill faster? No! Hitmonchan is faster! Mega Kick takes Beedrill out! Kabuto, however, is switched in. Thunder Punch, that's not going to do very much. And Surf does a lot less than I would have expected, but I guess Kabuto's special is not all that great. A Crit Surf finishes off the match. Alright. Alright, VTMagno, 1 game. Alright, game 2. Excuse me. Let's play lead metagame. Tentacle come from Yarrow and Voltorb for VTMagno. Rhyhorn is going to go for a Thunder Wave, but that's predictably blocked by a Rhyhorn or an Ivy, pending. VTMagno brings in their Shelter as to destroy Rhyhorn's substitute. Does a bit of damage with Earthquake, and Clamp hits onto the incoming Ivysaur. And Yarrow is going to switch out. Tentacool is going to be put under Fire Spin, which isn't a bad idea, since Ivysaur cannot be one-hit KO'd by Fire Blast. You need a bit of chip. Ivysaur and Tentacool are going to be switched out, and Voltorb is going for the Thunder Wave. And Charmeleon is paralyzed. Surf does a bit of damage. It's not an OHKO like Hydro Pump, but it still does a lot of damage. But Charmeleon was able to get a ton of damage in and on itself. But Blizzard is going to take out Ivysaur since it actually didn't need that much chip to take it out. Meowth for Yarrow, Voltorb being switched into Thunderbolt, and Thunder Wave going on to Meowth. Yarrow is in a bad position. Meowth, being the way it is not in a good, is really not in the best, gets taken out by Meowth from VTMagno. Hitmonchan's coming in. Counter does 1% damage. Body Slam. Razor Leaf, yeah, there we go. Ivysaur on Para. Yep, paralyzed. And Hitmonchan actually manages to win that exchange, but yeah, it goes down to Flamethrower. That is definitely an interesting move choice. We have seen it, though, so far in the tournament. Once again, Surf does not take out Charmeleon. H-Pump is truly the better move in that case. Flamethrower going on to Yarrow's Rhyhorn as Charmeleon goes down to an Earthquake. Tentacool comes in, takes out Rhyhorn, and Charmeleon, who is paralyzed from Yarrow, is going to be taken out, leading to VTMagno having a 2-0 victory. So, what did we learn? Lead Beedrill. I recall Minot hinting at it during their interview, but to see it is still a surprise. So let's see what this thing has to offer to the role. It has a base speed of 75, making it faster than 10. A good start for sure. Beedrill even has a super effective attack in its signature move, Twin Needle, which does between 60.7 to 72%. Still a 2-hit KO, but that does open easy revenge kills later. It also is not OKO'd by Lead Tent, which is a plus. That's all well and good, but is that good enough to be a lead? Beedrill is a setup sweeper normally, and with access to both Swords Dance and Agility, it does that pretty well. While you could try something like that to start, there are problems, of course. Beedrill is hard countered by both Rocks and Charm. Starting from the top with Rhyhorn, it can two-shot Beedrill with Rock Slide, doing between 73.8 to 87% while only being 3-hit KO'd in return by Mega Drain. Kabuto is much better matchup in comparison. With its most common spread, only Slash has a chance of two-shotting, doing 50.4% at most. Factor in Mega Drain, and the Prehistoric Crab doesn't stand a chance. Charmeleon is a different story, however. The Flaming Iguana both outspeeds Beedrill and can tank anything it dishes out. Even setting a Swords Dance turn 1 won't save you, since you need 2 to OHKO with Hyper Beam. Charmeleon is also a common lead as well, meaning that you could not even do that, forcing an early switch. While it has a bit more going for it than, say, Rattata, it ain't by much. Oh, what do we have here? Toxic and on a Charmeleon of all things. Actually, that is quite interesting. Charm's common set has Fire Blast / Fire Spin, so the fourth move slot is really up to user preference. While Counter sees wide use, from what we've seen so far in these early rounds, having Charmeleon spread status is quite cool. While common switch-ins being either itself or Rhyhorn, Toxic has that chance to place these mons on a timer. Rhyhorn especially, since it has a tendency to sub up. Fire Spin also works well with it too. Caveats exist though. The major one is that while statusing Rhyhorn is a good thing, you normally want it burned to have its attack. Toxic also is borked, meaning when either mon switches out, the effects becomes regular poison, which is a lot worse. Still cool though. With the match over, Yarrow 48 is now officially kicked from the first 7U tournament, while VTMagno will continue on in the LB. How long will they last? Only time will tell. And if you happen to have found the video interesting, why not join in on the fun? I've got all the necessary links down in the description, from the Discord to the Resource Hub. Hope to see you there. And until next time everybody, take care.